Mike Mulhern from MikeMulhern.net. Sunday morning on the way to Michigan International Speedway to see what General Motors has in store for us today. I think they're blindsiding people. Last week they had one story. This week they got a whole nother story. Something's happened in the last 10 days. Not sure what. We're trying to pin it down. Looks to me like General Motors might not have a good game plan. Might not have a game plan at all. Might just be winging it. Dale Earnhardt Jr. says one thing's clear: the check won't be in the mail. Those cash payments, personal services deals, all that sort of stuff, apparently that's gone by the boards. Now, all Detroit really has to do with NASCAR teams is provide engineering support, wind tunnel time, technical things like that. They don't need to be paying these people unless somebody else is paying them more or offering to pay them more. That's where I think General Motors may be making a mistake. They got these guys under contract. If they void the contract, like it looks like they're going to, bankruptcy and all that, kicking those car dealerships out of the family, they might just be kicking some of their stars out of the family too. If Honda wants to come in, and it looks to me like Honda's a big player in auto racing, not down here in NASCAR, but hey, Toyota's here. Honda usually follows Toyota. I'm thinking there's a Honda card in here somewhere. Maybe, maybe not. But what it is, GM's got 12 teams. Chevrolets might not have 12 teams next year. Do they need 12 teams? How many guys can win a championship? How many guys can win a race? And if you look at performance, the Rick Henry punch is dominating. Chip Ganassi, Richard Childress, not so good. Kevin Harvick, 26th in the standings. What's wrong over there? Childress's crew chief shakeup. Hey, shook things up, but not the right way. Childress looks a little worried. They all have meetings this week with Ed Pieper, the guy who runs Chevrolet for the moment, to find out just what's going to happen next. Oh, they'll be racing. Probably be racing Chevrolets. Probably not be able to tell the difference when you look out on the racetrack. Might be a few more blown motors. Might be a few defections. General Motors might go the same way that Ford and Dodge appear to be going. Ford's pretty much got Team Ford. Dodge, it looks like it's going to have Team Dodge. Roger Penske. Not hearing very many positive things out of the Richard Petty camp. They got a 4-car team right now, and they just laid off 9 people. Might have to shut down one of their teams, is what I'm hearing. Sponsorships. One of the things we're looking at, the Budweiser sponsorship in Casey Kane. That might be Richard Petty's ace in the hole. Casey, remember, was the guy that got the one good new R6 engine from Dodge to run at Charlotte. Didn't have enough parts and pieces to run it at Michigan or Dover or Pocono. Kind of hard to see what's going on over there. If you don't have enough engine parts, but for one engine, and you got 4 teams, and there are only 2 Dodge operations, you're obviously not very high up on the totem pole. Some people say Petty could be in Toyotas by September. Of course, some people also say that Mike Accavetti's move up to head of Dodge, CEO, which I thought was a good move, might not be such a good move after all. Maybe it doesn't bode so well for Dodge as a car company in NASCAR. In fact, one wag over in Detroit who's been on the inside of a lot of things like dollars and figures and stuff like that says that Penske's going to be in a Toyota by September. I find that hard to believe. We just talked to Roger last weekend. He said he's Dodge all the way. Of course, things changed pretty fast. Accavetti got promoted Tuesday, I guess it was. Did they even put out a press release? The only way I knew about it was because Kurt Busch said he'd been playing golf with him. Oh, by the way, yeah, he's been promoted. He runs Dodge now. Huh? I'll tell you, Detroit, not much leadership over there. Looks to me like they're all grasping at straws, except Ford. Ford looks like they've got their game plan locked up tight. They got their financing before the banks went down. They got everything tied together tight. In fact, today at Michigan, I'm betting on Jack Roush being in victory lane. Probably with Carl Edwards, maybe with Greg Biffle, maybe with Matt Kenseth, the stealth bomber. Three good guys. They could go 1, 2, 3. This is the Jack Roush track. This is one of his best tracks. He's got 11 wins out here. And the guy he has to beat, I think it's going to be Kyle Busch. Jack Roush versus Kyle Busch. Ford versus Toyota. And Chevy and Dodge, I don't know. We'll have to see. Mike Mulhern, Sunday morning, on the way to Michigan International Speedway. Brian Vickers on the pole for the Michigan 400. Mike Mulhern from MikeMulhern.net.